The quality of your sleep doesn't just determine how refreshed you feel each morning. It could determine whether you wake up at all. Meet Frank, a 78-year-old who struggled with exhaustion, dangerously high blood pressure, and frequent falls. By changing just one harmful sleep habit, the same one I'll reveal as number 2 on our list, Frank's entire life transformed. Within weeks, his blood pressure normalized, the falls stopped, and as he shared with genuine emotion, "I finally remember what it feels like to be alive." According to the CDC, over 50% of adults over 65 have sleep habits that significantly increase their risk of heart attack, stroke, and falls. Yet most have no idea they're in danger. Today, we'll explore 7 potentially dangerous sleep habits that might be quietly affecting your health, and the simple changes that could dramatically improve your quality of life. Pay special attention to habit number 2. It's critically important, yet surprisingly simple to address. If you're watching, I'd love to know where you're from. Drop your city in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more valuable health advice. Now, let's start with habit number 7, something many of us do every night without a second thought. Habit number 7, drinking too much water before bed. Have you ever found yourself waking up 2 or 3 times each night for a bathroom trip? You're not alone. Robert, a 73-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, used to drink a large glass of water right before bed, thinking it was a healthy habit. "I was always told to stay hydrated," he explains, but no one mentioned the nighttime consequences. As we age, our bodies undergo subtle changes that affect how we process fluids. After 60, our kidneys become less efficient at concentrating urine, while our bladder capacity naturally decreases. This double challenge means that water you drink before bedtime will almost certainly interrupt your sleep. These midnight bathroom trips aren't just annoying, they're potentially dangerous. The National Institute on Aging reports that over 80% of nighttime falls occur during these bathroom visits. When you're disoriented from sleep, walking in dim light with possible balance issues, you're facing a perfect storm for accidents. There's also a hidden cardiovascular impact. Each time you wake up, your heart rate and blood pressure spike, putting extra strain on your heart. For those with existing heart conditions, these repeated disruptions can be significant. The solution is simple. Front-load your hydration. Drink most of your water earlier in the day and begin tapering your intake about 3 hours before bedtime. If you're thirsty in the evening, take small sips rather than full glasses. For safety, install night lights creating a clear path to the bathroom, and keep a stable chair or grab bars nearby for support. Habit number 6, late-night eating. Martha, a vibrant 68-year-old grandmother from Florida, couldn't understand why she woke up feeling sluggish despite getting 8 hours of sleep. Her evening routine included watching TV with a substantial snack around 10 p.m. "I never connected my bedtime sandwich with how I felt the next morning," she admits. What Martha discovered mirrors what research clearly shows. Our digestive system changes significantly with age. After 50, the body produces fewer digestive enzymes, stomach acid decreases, and the digestive tract moves food more slowly. When you eat late at night, your body is forced to work on digestion during hours it should be focusing on repair and restoration. This digestive disruption creates multiple problems. First, lying down with a full stomach increases your risk of acid reflux, as the stomach's contents can more easily flow back into the esophagus. For seniors, chronic reflux isn't just uncomfortable, it's linked to increased risk of esophageal damage and even respiratory issues if acid is aspirated during sleep. Late eating also triggers blood sugar fluctuations. When you consume carbohydrates before bed, your blood sugar rises, potentially remaining elevated throughout the night. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that these nighttime elevations can affect heart rhythm, blood pressure, and even brain health during sleep. The fix is straightforward. Try to finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bedtime. If hunger strikes in the evening, choose small protein-based snacks like a few almonds or a small piece of cheese, which won't spike blood sugar or overtax digestion. Martha found that simply moving her dinner earlier and switching to a light protein snack dramatically improved her sleep quality and morning energy. Habit number 5. Sleeping in the wrong position. James, a 75-year-old retired engineer, spent years waking up with back pain and morning headaches, despite investing in an expensive mattress. The culprit? His sleeping position. "I'd always slept flat on my back," James explains. "No one ever told me it could be causing problems." Your sleeping position affects everything from breathing to circulation, and its impact becomes more pronounced with age. Back sleeping, while seemingly natural, can be particularly problematic for seniors. When you lie flat on your back, gravity pulls your tongue and soft tissues backward, potentially narrowing your airway. This restriction can reduce oxygen flow to your brain and heart by as much as 25% in older adults. Recent research from the Sleep Research Society found that back sleeping is associated with more severe sleep apnea and snoring in people over 60. Each breathing disruption triggers stress hormones that raise blood pressure and heart rate, increasing cardiovascular risk over time. For those with reflux issues, back sleeping allows stomach acid to flow more easily into the esophagus. Side sleeping, particularly on your left side, uses gravity to keep stomach contents where they belong and maintains a more open airway. What position is best? Sleep specialists typically recommend left side sleeping for most seniors. This position optimizes breathing, reduces reflux, and even helps your brain clear waste products more efficiently during sleep. James discovered that sleeping on his left side with a pillow between his knees eliminated his morning pain and dramatically improved his sleep quality. To make the switch, try placing a body pillow behind your back to prevent rolling onto your back during sleep. It takes about 3 weeks to adapt to a new sleep position, but the health benefits make the adjustment period worthwhile. Habit number 4. Sleeping in a hot room. Susan, a 71-year-old retired librarian, struggled with night sweats and insomnia for years. "I thought it was just age or hormones," she recalls. Then her daughter gave her a smart thermostat for Christmas. "When I saw it was 75 degrees in my bedroom at night, everything clicked." Our bodies are designed to experience a slight temperature drop during sleep. This cooling process is a crucial signal that helps the brain transition into deeper sleep stages. As we age, our temperature regulation becomes less efficient, making the sleeping environment even more important. Sleeping in a room warmer than 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius, disrupts this natural cooling process. Research from the National Sleep Foundation found that people over 60 who sleep in warm rooms experience up to 30% less deep sleep, the rejuvenating stage that strengthens memory and immune function. The health consequences extend beyond fatigue. Warm sleeping environments promote nighttime dehydration through perspiration, which can thicken blood and increase clotting risk. For seniors with heart conditions, this additional strain can be significant. Studies show that overnight dehydration is linked to morning hypertension and increased stroke risk. The ideal temperature? Sleep scientists recommend keeping your bedroom between 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Susan found that simply lowering her bedroom temperature to 67 degrees Fahrenheit transformed her sleep quality. My joints hurt less, my mind feels clearer, and I finally sleep through the night, she shares. If you're concerned about feeling cold, layer lightweight blankets that you can remove if needed, rather than raising the room temperature. Use breathable, natural fabrics like cotton for bedding, and consider a warm shower before bed. The subsequent cooling actually helps trigger sleepiness. Habit number 3, getting up too quickly. Linda, an active 77-year-old from Seattle, experienced a frightening fall after leaping up to answer a late-night phone call. "One second I was rushing to the phone, the next I was on the floor, completely disoriented," she recalls. Her doctor explained that standing up too quickly had caused her blood pressure to drop dramatically, a condition called orthostatic hypotension. This dangerous drop in blood pressure happens when you change positions rapidly, particularly after lying down for hours. As we age, our cardiovascular system becomes less efficient at adjusting to position changes. Blood vessels lose elasticity, and baroreceptors, sensors that help regulate blood pressure, respond more slowly. The statistics are sobering. The CDC reports that falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths among adults over 65, with many falls occurring during nighttime bathroom trips or phone calls. When you stand too quickly, blood momentarily pools in your lower body, reducing flow to your brain. This can cause dizziness, blurred vision, or even brief loss of consciousness. For someone with existing heart issues or taking certain medications, these moments of low blood pressure can trigger more serious events, including irregular heartbeats or even transient ischemic attacks, mini-strokes. The safe approach is surprisingly simple. When you need to get up, first sit on the edge of the bed for 30 to 60 seconds. Wiggle your toes, rotate your ankles, and take several deep breaths. This allows your circulation to adjust gradually. Then, using your arms for support, stand up slowly while continuing to breathe normally. Linda now keeps a small nightlight, avoids slippery socks, and follows this sit before stand routine religiously. "It takes me an extra minute to get up," she says, "but that minute might have saved my life." Habit number 2, ignoring snoring, breathing pauses, or insomnia. Richard never thought much about his snoring until his wife, Eleanor, recorded him one night. "I was horrified," he remembers. "The recording showed me gasping and not breathing for almost 30 seconds at a time." What Richard discovered was sleep apnea, a potentially life-threatening condition that affects nearly 25% of adults over 60, with 80% of cases going undiagnosed. Sleep apnea occurs when throat muscles relax excessively during sleep, blocking airflow. Each breathing pause forces your oxygen levels to drop and triggers stress hormones that increase blood pressure and heart rate. For seniors, these repeated stresses throughout the night can have devastating effects. Recent research from the American Heart Association reveals that untreated sleep apnea increases stroke risk by 60% and heart attack risk by 30% in older adults. Even more alarming, these breathing disruptions accelerate cognitive decline. A 2023 study in the Journal of Neuroscience found that seniors with untreated moderate to severe sleep apnea experienced brain volume loss at 3 times the normal rate, particularly in regions controlling memory and decision-making. Warning signs include loud, persistent snoring with gasping or choking sounds, witnessed breathing pauses, morning headaches, extreme daytime sleepiness, and worsening memory or concentration. Richard's wife noticed he would sometimes stop breathing for 20 to 30 seconds before gasping awake momentarily. Don't dismiss persistent insomnia either. Difficulty falling or staying asleep can signal underlying cardiovascular or neurological issues, and weakens your immune system over time. The good news: effective treatments exist. After getting diagnosed with a simple home sleep test, Richard started using a CPAP machine. Within days, I felt like a different person, he shares. My blood pressure dropped, my energy returned, and my wife says I'm sharper mentally. For milder cases, dental devices, positional therapy, or lifestyle changes can make significant differences. If you or your partner notices any of these warning signs, speak with your doctor. Treatment can reduce your cardiovascular risk by up to 42% and potentially add years to your life. Habit number 1: taking certain medications before bed. Margaret, a 71-year-old retired accountant, couldn't understand why she felt dizzy and confused most mornings. Her doctor made a simple but life-changing discovery. It was when she took her blood pressure medication, not the medication itself, causing problems. For many seniors, taking medications before bed seems logical. It becomes part of the nighttime routine and helps you remember your pills. However, certain medications can interact with your natural sleep cycles and bodily functions in potentially dangerous ways. Sleeping pills and sedatives work by depressing your central nervous system. While this helps you fall asleep, it also makes your breathing slower and shallower, particularly risky for seniors with heart or respiratory conditions. According to research in the British Medical Journal, older adults who regularly use these medications have a significantly higher risk of falls, cognitive impairment, and even respiratory depression. Blood pressure medications taken at night can cause pressure to drop too low during sleep for some individuals. This reduces blood flow to vital organs, including your brain, potentially resulting in dizziness or falls if you get up during the night. Margaret discovered that simply moving her blood pressure medication to morning eliminated her morning confusion. Pain relievers containing opioids or muscle relaxants can also affect breathing patterns and deepen sleep to potentially dangerous levels, especially when combined with other medications. Even over-the-counter pain relievers taken consistently at night can stress your liver and kidneys, which naturally process toxins during sleep. The safest approach: review your medication schedule with your doctor or pharmacist, specifically asking about optimal timing. Some medicines work best at night, while others are safer taken in the morning. Margaret now keeps a medication timing chart on her refrigerator, color-coded by time of day. If you take multiple medications, ask your pharmacist about potential interactions between drugs and how timing might affect these interactions. Small adjustments to when you take your medicine can make a significant difference in both effectiveness and safety. The quality of your sleep doesn't just affect how you feel tomorrow, it impacts your long-term health and independence. Each of these 7 habits might seem harmless on their own, but together they can significantly increase your risk of falls, cognitive decline, and cardiovascular problems. The good news? Simple changes can make a profound difference. Like Frank, who we met at the beginning, addressing just one poor sleep habit can transform your health and quality of life. Start with the habit that seems most relevant to your situation and implement a small change tonight. Have you experienced any of these sleep challenges? Or have you found a solution that works particularly well? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else on their journey to better sleep. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical health tips that can help you live your best life at any age. Sweet dreams, and here's to your best sleep yet.